Can you guess what this is?
That's getting redder and redder every day.
I'm gonna see if my mom wants this. Claw at it. It's a, well, let's see.
Live your life within the moment, and don't go wait until the morning. You never know when.
Hi, welcome to the channel today. Today we're going to be showing you the completion, or not the completion, but some more of the path being completed, stuff being put into the gazebo, and I'm going to be showing you the plants that we got that in our last video, the haul that we went to the nursery for, and I'm going to be showing you some of my garden stuff. So let's get into it. Well, after getting back yesterday from getting all of our plants that we got, this is one of them right here, and back there that's one, and that's an apple tree. I put our two only surviving apple trees with it, hoping that maybe if they're with a bigger tree that they will start growing, so we will see. That's another plant we got from over there. He's got them scattered everywhere. This is one right here. That's one, that's one, that's one. This little one down here, and then these red ones, and then these blue ones, and then these little purple ones back here. And then these three here. And the other apple tree. She said if the apple trees are in the same yard or even close to each other, like if your neighbor has one or you have one, then the apple trees will do good because they have to pollinate with each other. So it's good that we had two little ones left, so hopefully they don't die, because all of them, all 16 of them died out of the 18 that I planted. So I don't know what was going on with that. Over here is some. This one right there is one we got from there, and this right there is what we got from over there. Oh, and this one way back here, the tall one right there, we got that one from over there. I did have to go around and cut off all the dead stuff off of them, but that's okay, because some of them got a little wind burn coming over here, even though we only went 45. Like she said, don't go over 45, and we went 45, and that was probably a good at least 45 minutes going 45, so it took us like twice as long to get out here to put these plants here. And then we have these ones here. The big one here. This one I had to take the most dead stuff off of it. And then, ooh, sun's bright. The maroon looking color one, and then of course the one down there at the bottom. I think that's all we got from there. Seemed like we got a lot more, but I don't think so. The rest of these was already ours, and stuff that we got in other places or grew ourselves. Like this one here, the one with the flowers on it. I had two banana plants together. The banana trees, had them together, and I would water them, and then I seen this one starting to grow, and the leaves, when it's tiny, look like a banana tree. So I started watering it, put it right by the banana trees, thinking it was a banana tree, until it bloomed flowers, and I realized that's not a banana tree. So yeah, just got to figure out exactly where to put some of this stuff. The lady did tell us that is on some of these plants that if you leave them in the pot, then they won't get real big if you don't want the plants to be big. So gotta really look that up to make sure, because I don't want it to get root bound eventually. But she did say this one here. She was telling us about this one right here, the biggest one here. And she did tell us that we can take this plant and we can cut it into pieces on the bulb, take the whole thing out, cut the bulb with a saw into pieces, and then replant them and have multiple plants out of the one. Because this little plant here was not cheap. Yeah, we'll probably go ahead and do that at some point. Not sure what Casey has in mind, but right now he has it right here. So we will see what the future holds. The lady did tell us this apple tree right here. This is a secondary apple tree. The other one's over there under the other trees. But she did tell us, I asked her when these would start producing, and she said that we would have apples this year. So hopefully we do, because I don't see any kind of buds right now. I don't know exactly when apple trees bloom, because those are usually a northern tree. I mean, there are some that grow down south, but I've never had an apple tree, so I'm not sure when they bloom. I'd have to look that up. But yeah, hopefully this year we will have some apples that we can eat off the trees. Okay, I just looked it up, and this tropical sweet tree and the other one is a Dorset apple. They normally, it says, get their apples on the trees between June and July. So I'm guessing that if these ones had apples, that they're already gone and that we won't get anything until next year around this time. So I guess we gotta wait a whole year before we get some apples. Even though the tree looks like it could be a few years old, because these little ones down there, they're two trees that I grew from Granny Smith Green, and they have to be at least 4 months old, and they are not even as tall as the little sticker thing that I wrote. They're not even as tall as that. So this tree here could be 3-4 years old. So yeah, we'll probably have to wait till next year to get some apples on either one of these trees. Oh, and this one that we got, that's a peach tree. So let's see what kind of peach it is. I forgot the name of it. It is a Florida King peach. So we are not knowing when this one is yet. I'm gonna have to look that one up as well. This has to be probably a few years old itself, being this tall. I'll look it up and let y'all know how long before we're able to see any fruit on this tree. Okay, I just looked it up, and it does say that it was between May and June, after they're 2 to 3 years old, that they start producing fruit. So again, we'll have to wait another 11 months. 10 to 11 months on this one to see if it produces fruit, because we're not sure how old these trees are. I'm assuming with this height, they have to be at least 2 or 3 years old.
Can you guess what this is? Well, I thought it looked really interesting, and so I got it for outdoor spaces, but it is a trash bin or a trash can. And it just snaps back down. Now I'm going to bring in just a couple more items. These items are things that I wanted to put in here for entertainment. One of them is not, but I'm going to bring it in here anyway just to get it out of the elements. It's a, well, let's see. This is a water fountain. I just wanted to put it somewhere around this area here out in the garden to where you can hear the sound of flowing water. I'm really interested to get this open to see what it looks like on the inside, and it says it's got some LED tiered lights, so there's that function to it. So it's got water flow and LED lights, and yeah, I want to see how this goes, but let me get these other items. This is a sound bar for somewhere out here. This is a TV mount, but if you look at it, how I was thinking I could do is the back of this TV mount right here, it is narrow enough to be screwed into the side of the gazebo, inside the gazebo. Now, I was going to go for a 24-inch TV, but I've seen a 24-inch TV inside of these gazebos, and so I thought I could opt for a 32-inch, but I definitely wouldn't go any higher than a 32-inch in this size gazebo. This is the 10-foot by 12-foot. So I'm going to try to find a place inside the gazebo for the TV, the sound bar, and to get the TV mounted up on the side so it's in a corner where it's diagonal and it's under the elements. Another item I was speaking with my mom about that I wanted to get for this TV is I believe they had these in stores or online, and I'll look and see and maybe put it in the description below, the one that I get, but it's a TV cover. And so it's a weatherproof TV cover just to give it some extra guarded security against the elements when it's not in use. And I believe this I ordered and I got in the mail, but this is a surge protector for out in the gazebo. It allows you to plug some things in. It's got the surge protector. The things it allows you to plug in is the regular cords that we have here in America to be able to plug into outlets with a 3-prong, and it also has some USB plugs where you can plug in your phones if you want to plug in, or if you have a laptop or something that you're out working. If you've got, you know, a 5 to 6, 7, 8, maybe 10-foot cord, you can plug it in, sit on the couch, something like that. And the electric situation out here is just a temporary solution right now because it's kind of being ran by extension cord. And speaking of the electricity, I've put up the lights here. I should be able to plug them in, if you can see. So the lights, they illuminate the area at night, so it gives a very warm, welcoming feel when you have the lights outside in the evening. And I've already seen these lights up in the evening, and it illuminates the area. There's a couple of other things that I did order for the gazebo that haven't arrived yet. And so once those arrive, I'll give you guys, I'll show you guys those things as well. One of them particularly is a fan, and I've never gotten a fan like this for a gazebo. The other gazebo has a fan, but it's more of like a floor fan. This fan is a ceiling fan that's made specifically for a gazebo. But there's a couple of items, and I'll show you guys those. But in the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and get these things unboxed. None of these items are sponsored. I'm gonna go ahead and get these things unboxed and get them up. And so I'll probably just skip over to that once we're done. One thing I did forget to mention, I'm noticing that with these things here that we've gotten, that there is a lot of floor space that's going on, that's being taken. So what I'm going to do is, the other gazebo that we have, I want to go ahead and take this here and move it over to the other gazebo. Now I did switch them around because I showed you over here that with the zip up, it's got the storage compartment with the zip inside. But so I moved that over here. So you'll see this one does not have a storage compartment in it. Now there is another pillow, not pillow, but a padding for these pieces here that I don't have in this gazebo. It's in the other gazebo because I haven't quite gotten it all put together. The cushion, I tried to figure out the cushion and then the wrap situation that goes around the cushion. But it could be used for either this ottoman or this storage chest. So more than likely, once everything's said and done, I'm going to use it for this storage chest to put on top of it because it goes with the couch for the L shape. Or it could also be used as a third seat because there's the chair back here, there's the couch here, and this could technically be used as a third seat. But I believe I want to pull it over here for this gazebo to go with the L-shaped couch, but I'm still kind of up in the air on whether or not I want to put it here or if I want to put it in the other gazebo and have this as a chair. But either way, I want to take this one out so we can create some more room in this space. I got snacks! There was a person, I don't know who it was, because we would get these packages. They would be these boxes that were 3 stacked sometimes. I believe we got them two different times, maybe 3. I think we may have gotten a shipment of them where it wasn't all brought together. But we had these packages that were sent to us at our P.O. box from someone who watches the channel, and I'm not sure who because there was no name on it besides sending it to us. So I forget if it was like the sender and the return was the same. I forget how it was, but either way the name wasn't there. But they put a bunch of goodies inside of this bag, or I'm sorry, inside of these boxes. The boxes had things like juices, they had like peanut butter pouches, they had different types of nuts, and like these kind of nuts, kind of, like these, which I had never tried before in my life. And these are Blue Diamond Almonds, smokehouse flavored. Never tried them before, but they had them inside of these boxes, and with all the goodies that were in there, my mom and I got to try a bit of a lot of things that were there, and a lot of them were good. And so thank you to whoever that was. I know we've never mentioned that before because I had no idea who was sending it. I didn't know who to thank. So a surge protector. So now I can plug this in over there. Now what I'm going to do with this is actually put it, I'm going to anchor it to the same leg of the gazebo that the TV is going to be anchored to, and then it'll be stationary so that if you pull your plug out, it doesn't come out with you. But I want to go ahead and plug this in now because I want to open these boxes and just get a look at what we have here. To get the sound bar set up, because it's, I don't know. Some people are more technologically savvy than I am when it comes to setting this stuff up, or at least have more patience for it. This is a surge protector. Like I said, this is cool. So it's got 8 of the plugins. It's got 2 USBs and 2 USB-Cs. Which come on the new Android and iPhones, and also I believe on laptops as well, some of them. But that's a really good USB-C. Like I said, surge protector, and it's also waterproof, water resistant. Voila! I've been really into this coconut water recently, especially like to make coconut water and coconut water blueberry smoothies. Very hydrating. The coconut water is hydrating and the blueberries are hydrating. You can get you a mixture in there, get it to your likeness to the sweetness, then it'll be good. But this is just the coconut milk. Coconut milk water. I need some paper towels. The remote, the power cord, the batteries, and I hope they have a different mounting situation than what I think is going on in this bag. If not, I have things to mount up these sound bars. These sound bars can be pretty loud. They put out a lot of noise. See my hand. Whoa. Got you a little subwoofer down there at the bottom. I haven't seen that before. But I don't hardly ever get any of these things new, so I don't know what's out there. Yeah, there's got to be a mounting situation. See, it's got these things here where you can put, I don't know where, you can mount it like, boop, boop. You can't mount it there because the tracks for the screen, the bug guard and the sun screen, bug screen, it would have to be a different kind of situation, like if it's mounted almost on the ceiling. But see, I don't want to mount it on the ceiling because of how thin the ceiling is up here. You put a screw through it, it's going right through it. It's like a little bit over paper thin because these are aluminum roof panels. What's that work? Cute. That is the only thing that they have right there. Is just for drywall. These things that go in the drywall. You put your hole, and then you put the screw inside, and then they open up inside the drywall to hold it there. There's no drywall out here. So this is cool. They do have the stencil. Yeah, the stencil for where you're gonna put those holes. Mark here, mark here. This is the 32-inch TV. Now the reason why I got this particular brand is because I've had this brand before. It's fine. I'm not really sure what the big difference is between these TV brands. They're all competing with each other. I believe they might all possibly be good. It depends on the picture quality. Possibly, if there's a specific brand that you don't like the picture quality on, or you do like the picture quality on. But this one has been fine. I've used this one and a handful of other different brands, and they're, to me, pretty much all similar, except for some of the features that come on the TV itself. Like this one, for instance, it's a smart TV, but it's also a Roku TV. So the Roku remote, I know, people have, or we have, I think, some accounts with the apps that come within the Roku app itself. So, and then also another reason why I got this particular brand is because it was the cheapest and it was on sale. I could not believe this TV was under $100. In fact, to get the TV mount and the sound bar, it costs more than the TV itself. So the TV is like I could spend more money putting gas in the truck, filling it from empty up to full. How much this TV cost? It was less than that. So I don't know what's going on with them TVs. They're real cheap. I remember they used to have, like, what was it, 50-inch TVs back in like 2015, 2016. You get a 15-inch flat screen TV, and that thing would be $800-900. Now they have like 70-inch TVs for under $500, and that's crazy. Like decent brand TVs. It's like, so see, I don't know if this looks as big as what the box, I think, looked bigger because it needed more space, but the TV is a little bit smaller. This is a 32-inch, and if you didn't know, I found out before, and maybe the hard way, if you're ever storing these TVs, or if you're, when you get them from the store, these TVs should be sitting exactly the way this TV is sitting now, to where it's horizontal to the floor. Not this way. If you turn it that way and leave it sitting, it can mess up the pixels on the TV. So especially if it's in storage, I've had that happen with a flat screen TV where I had it sitting in our storage area and it was sitting on its side, and one whole quarter side of the TV was dimmer than the rest of it. It was just very noticeable, almost like it was split into four, and then one whole block was dimmed out. Like you couldn't do anything with it. It was just dim, where it wasn't as bright as the rest of the TV. And no amount of anything was helping with that. So I think we eventually had to get rid of that TV because it was one panel, and then diagonal, the other panel did the same thing because it sat in storage on its side. So another thing that I noticed here is that the brand for this is the On TV. So it's got these 4 screws here, and this, I picked up this mount here. You can see that it would, there I go. You could see that it has the spots for where it would go into the 4 holes. Now this particular mount, I also got this one because it fits within the TV size range, but also because it says that it's easy install. Install in 3 easy steps. And if it's easy, it's better on me, better on all of us. It's easy. Easy. So there's the TV, the sound bar, and the TV mount. And we'll get that out here going. Ooh, the TV. Does the TV come with a remote? I didn't see a remote. Maybe they expect you to have that sound bar with it. Because, like, what if I had just bought the TV? Where's the remote? Is it in here? Am I missing something? Am I missing? Okay, I gotta be missing something. There it is. So then it's got the on remote there, and then the remote for the sound bar. But I could swear, once you have these things plugged in, don't they all kind of sync up with the same remote? I could swear you could use this one on remote, or Roku remote, for the on TV and the sound bar. I think you can. So, but this might be backup. I think you can. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. And I think you can too. You know, I always think like in the future when it comes to bags like these and the boxes, I'm like, ooh, if I had an area where I can just store the bag, store the box, I could put the bag in the box, and then if I ever need to put it in storage or something like that, or move it from here to there, then I'll have the bag and I'll have the box. But then these things take up so much space. You start getting these things and it's like, oh my God, is it really gonna go anywhere? Get rid of the box. And then you get rid of the box and then you need the box and the bag and all that. But these bags are pretty easy though if you fold them up to put them somewhere in storage. In case you need those, especially on the big TVs, because the big TVs comes with bags and they're also a carrying bag. Let me show this. This over here, I'm just gonna leave this here. But let me show this because I haven't seen it either. Wow. I don't think this is a box. This is corrugated plastic for outside waterproof. They've got cardboard inside. How about that? Cardboard inside. Some instructions possibly. Instructions, troubleshooting. Ooh, that smells like something. Smell brand new. Brand new. I'm gonna see if my mom wants this, to see if the cats want to claw at it. This looks like the same stuff, kind of almost, that you get from the store, that the cats use as scratching posts. Poke a few holes. And there's more where that came from. There. I don't know, I'm gonna ask her. Oh, the the LED lights are in the water bowls. That's cool. Oh my gosh. An auto shut off pump. So you can see the water spills, and then it goes back up and it continues the cycle. This is pretty cool. I would like a large fountain, but I don't know how or where that you get large fountains like that right now, or how much that would cost for like a large fountain with concrete and the mechanisms inside of it to a water pump. Or if it's that simple, I don't know. But I'm gonna find a place for this. This is cool. So I've got this water fountain, I've got the TV, I've got the sound bar, I've got the surge protector, I've got the TV wall mount, so, and some snacks so far. I'm seeing now that these ideas, reality, they're coming here, reality.
I have some tomatoes getting red. And of course, now that they're getting red, I know that this one that I planted is these are cherry tomatoes. I didn't realize that when I bought it that it was cherry tomatoes, but here we are. The one that we actually bought from the store is regular sized tomatoes, but I guess next year when I go to plant tomatoes, or next season, should I say, I did buy some tomato plants that are regular size, so I'll have some regular sized tomatoes instead of all these little cherry tomatoes. If you can see, that's how big they are. That's getting redder and redder every day. I'm waiting for it to turn because I would like to see how long it takes for them to turn from green to red. It takes a good little while. This little baby. Another little baby. Hiding. Oh, and what I didn't realize, I got some neem oil coming in after I get that and spray these oh, there goes a lizard. Stink bugs that are trying to hide here. Those stink bugs. After I get these things sprayed, I'm gonna pull this plant out of here because it's dead. I just left it in here so that the stink bugs could stay on that and hopefully not get on my other plants until I get the neem oil. But I was gonna show you. Yeah, this one's the same way. They killed that one too. But my other cucumber plant over here, which hopefully they don't get on. They were on this here. I basically had to cut almost every leaf off this thing because they killed almost every leaf on this thing, on the watermelon. So hopefully the watermelon still does okay. But what I was going to show you is my cucumbers here. I didn't realize, this thing's not straight. I didn't realize that there was a cucumber growing. Look at it. Look at the cucumber. It's almost full size. I mean, it can be picked now, but I'm gonna still let it stay here until it gets a little bit more girth to it and a little bit more length to it. I don't know what's going on here. This one seems to be growing fairly well, this sweet potato, but this one is going slowly. I don't know what's going on with that one. I hope I can spray that neem oil. I gotta check it out. I can spray it all over all my plants because even my cabbage, I mean, I haven't caught any bugs on them, but something's eating them up. I don't know what it is. I haven't caught them. They must be doing it at nighttime when I'm not here. These right here, these are flowers that I took off of this. I took the whole bulb like that and just planted it into the ground because this plant here, this flower, it seemed like the bees and the butterflies and everything really liked that one. So I wanted to plant more so I could have more bees and butterflies over here pollinating my stuff. So I did get some marigolds and the bees seem to like those. I'm gonna replant some more. Gotta let these dry out. As soon as they dry out, I'm gonna plant some more from the seed because why not? It's cheaper than buying the seed themselves. You can just plant from your own plants. We did get these flowers. I mean, some bees come on them every so often, but not so much. I don't understand why. Maybe these are just decorative flowers and the bees don't seem to like them as much. But from what I've seen, I haven't really seen bees out here on them. Like there's a bee, he's flying around on the blueberry, but there's no flowers on the blueberry. I'm not sure why, but yeah, it could be over here getting the nectar off of these, but they don't. These are, that's the name of that one. Oh, and the other one's the same thing. And these are the same. And I just don't see bees flying around them and not really butterflies either. So I guess we bought them for decoration. Our little cherry tree. It's got a lot of blooms coming on it. There was a couple cherries. I don't know if I mentioned it before, but there was a couple cherries that did come and grow on here. But by the time we saw them, they were laying on the ground. Hopefully more start growing off of it. Well, that's going to be all for this week's video. If you like our content, go ahead and give us a subscribe. Give us a like, leave a comment down below. It helps us out a whole lot. Return next week and see what else we got going on. We'll see you next time. Bye.
But I'm not gonna wake up, wake up. I'm not ready, let me have another day. Don't wake up, wake up. Keep it steady, cause I'm happy, I'm not gonna wake up. No, no.